Last time on Roll for Distractions, A Last Hope. The year is 1718, and the pirate vessel Silver Siren is docked just outside the free port of Nassau. Among its crew are the navigator, Laura Blackwood, played by Alex H., the captain, Dr. Wolfgang Wolf, played by Alex V., the sailmaster, Marco Mac Campione, played by Brian, the master-at-arms, Seamus O'Leary, played by Colin, and the boatswain Haymaker Harold, played by Gerard. As they celebrated the ship's imminent departure after a long stay for repairs, the captains of the island are called to a meeting. Dr. Captain Wolf and the other officers leave the ship to head into town. There, Captains Jack Rackham and Charles Vane have learned that a fleet of British ships is approaching the city, and they should prepare for an invasion. Amid the panic, Wolf spots the fleet out on the horizon, as well as a small boat headed for them with a white flag. While Laura, Seamus, and Mac head to the Silver Siren to get it ready to sail, Wolf, Harold, and the other captains meet the British advance party to parley. They're informed by the soldiers that King George has laid claim to Nassau and is offering pardons to the pirates living there. The hot-headed Captain Vane leaves to prepare his ships, while the calmer Captain Rackham leaves to marshal those who are staying. Not interested in surrender, Harold and Captain Wolf return to the Siren, hoping to flee. As the tide comes in, Captain Vane sends a ship filled with explosives to attempt to pierce the British blockade. One of his support ships is lost to cannon fire, but he makes it out of the port. Seeing the distraction as an opportunity, the Siren leaves Nassau but is pursued by a single British corvette. After a 3-day chase through the Bahamas, the British ship starts catching up to the Siren, and the fight looks inevitable.
We're back.
Gets me every time. Alright, what did we do last time?
The British are coming!
Okay, well, the British already came.
Whoa.
This is a family show.
TMI, man.
fucking
TMI.
This is not a family show, excuse you.
Yeah, this is far from a family show.
What is everybody drinking?
Rum?
I found some twisted tea in the Caribbean.
My wife
Raspberry
happened
flavored.
to pick up some mango margarita canned thing.
Ayo.
It's tropical, at least.
I found a random Truly in my fridge. I think it's been there for like a year.
Like a true Irishman, I did a shot of whiskey before.
On this show, we promote drinking.
Correct.
No, we just engage in it.
Yeah, kids, go
We
out,
promote
drink.
responsible drinking if you are of
Only
legal
this season,
age
because pirates.
in your country.
Well, we're all like 30, so let's move the fuck on.
Yeah, Alex, make
we're
sure you
fine.
put like a
Talking about the
legal...
I don't think you have to do
Disclaimer.
that, Colin. Pirate stuff, John.
Correct.
Yeah, what happened? What happened last time? Because I don't
We're being
remember.
chased by another
Yes.
boat.
Last time
And I fucked up the roll.
left off, you guys were being pursued. And we were going to start this session with violence.
Yeah, we're being chased by another boat. Do we have rear cannons? Is that a thing?
No?
Okay.
Swivels.
Can we say we
Wait.
have rear cannons?
Wait, we don't have swivel guns on the back?
I mean, you have swivel guns, but swivel guns are for, like, shooting at people on the deck.
Do we have
Okay.
fire barrels like in
Short range, yeah.
Assassin's Creed?
You can make fire barrels. The issue is that the ship is still pretty far out. It's just closing in. If everyone looks at the ship, you will see what the ship has to deal with.
Okay, telescope.
No. If you look at the page we have for our ship,
Oh,
you'll see
our
what
ship.
you have
Oh.
to work with.
You said deal
All
with, so...
It cut out it, to deal with it.
Oh, cool, the port beam. Let's activate that. That's what that does. It shoots a beam, right? Yeah, I'm on the
Okay,
boat.
the diagram
top
that says
diagram
port
is
beam,
port
That's
beam.
just left side.
Okay, thank you for taking way too long to understand the joke.
That's just left
Thank
side
you.
center.
There's a lot of words on this page. I wasn't sure where you were looking.
Yeah, I was like, so there are 5 roles that matter while you're on the ship. They are maneuver, volley, board, repel, and ram.
I feel like we want to repel.
No, you don't want to repel yet because there's no one
No, we wanna
trying
shoot
to
them.
attack you. You want to volley.
Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna actually do a thing now instead of just yelling about hypothetically doing a thing. I'm gonna say, as the captain, everyone to arms. Be ready to turn to starboard and do a broadside.
Aye,
yeah.
Captain!
Those
Aye,
are pirate words.
Aye.
So what are we doing?
I feel like turn to starboard and prepare to broadside was pretty fucking straightforward, but all right.
Yes,
Well, no, it was turning.
Okay, so, Alex, you need to make a maneuver roll. Not you, Captain Alex, Navigator Alex.
I
yeah.
had a feeling that was me. All right, navigation. All right.
Yeah, I just tell you what to do. I don't do anything.
You just stand there and look pretty.
Oh,
Was that a good O?
yeah,
Okay.
decently. 11.
Okay, so technically how initiative is supposed to work is that Alex, Captain, would roll to generate our initiative.
Am I 2d6?
Yes, you're going to roll 2d6.
Am I adding anything in particular to that?
Yes, give me one. I'm trying to find what it is. So your sailing career.
I don't have one of those.
Okay. Then it's just a d6.
Okay. Well, it's 6.
Well, I rolled a 1. So you are going first, which I was going to have you guys do anyway, because if you look at what your ship has, it has long guns.
Aha, so we can
also,
shoot
Alex,
further.
your sail roll was 12 because fast to about gives you an additional +1 to sail rolls that involve turning.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, who fires the volley? Who rolls for
That would
shooting?
be your gunner, your master at arms.
Seamus.
That's Seamus.
So that's gonna be 13.
Okay, it hits. So you get a really good volley off.
I rolled a
Alright,
6
so
and
yeah,
a 4.
we turn hard to starboard, line up our cannons, and fire a volley. at the
You
ship.
manage to
What
react so
happens?
quickly that you get a broadside to their bow, which is, in naval terms, a fun, good thing to do because it means they can't shoot back.
Haha.
You do...
Right. We shot them in the face, effectively. The boat face.
Okay, so you were going to roll 2d6 damage. 8. Oh boy. Okay, that was a very good hit. You see their foremast break, and they start slowing down. Do you
Haha.
want to try and take their ship, or do you want to use this opportunity to escape? Do you want to finish them off, raid them for
I kind of want to
supplies?
sink it.
I vote sink.
You are
Sink it.
not fully loaded on supplies because you left in a hurry. You only have 2 months of supplies.
How long have
Wait, so-
how long have they been chasing us?
A couple days.
It's been 3 days.
Okay, cool. So we are well beyond Nassau.
Also, which direction did you go?
Yes.
Inward.
Southeast?
Hold on.
Just kind of along the Bahamas?
Okay, well, along the Bahamas, you'd be going northeast or southwest.
No?
I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Northwest
Yeah, you
and
did?
southeast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Southeast would be following the
Southeast would be
archipelago of
heading
the
out
Bahamas.
into the ocean or towards South America.
Maybe east
North-
southeast, but
northwest
nonetheless heading towards Turks and Caicos.
would be heading towards the continent of Florida.
Florida.
The continent of Florida.
Well, nonetheless. Anyway, yeah. Do we shoot the boat again or no?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
you could
still have a
also
logistical
attempt
question.
to board the boat and take their stuff.
Those are my questions. And logistically, in this game, how does all of our options like that work? Versus sinking the ship, is there going to be any remains that we can get from the water, or
I mean, if you
is it better
Right.
to?
Could pick up some barrels or something.
If you
and
sink the
them.
ship,
Right.
you can salvage a small amount of stuff that floats, but most of the supplies will be lost. If you try and board
Right.
the ship,
We have to fight our way to.
you'll have to fight your way on, but you could perhaps convince them to surrender. If you just leave, you can just get away. They're not going to be able to pursue you. They've lost-
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do one more volley? And if that sinks them, it sinks them. But if not, then maybe they'll be more amenable to surrender if they're even more softened up. How does that sound?
They're going to try and take a shot at you, but they're far away and
Yeah, they should have
not
like a negative
angled
modifier 'cause
correctly.
we have more range.
So yeah, they miss. They do not make contact.
Fire again?
Buff.
Aero Torpedo 1! Wait a minute.
No, those haven't been invented yet.
Heat-seeking missile, fire!
That is a 9.
Is it meat or meat?
you need to get at least a 9.
Okay, then it is meat. You do hit, not as devastatingly, but roll your 2d6.
I rolled another 8. for
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, their ship is very damaged. You see it starting to list to one side, and they strike their colors. They lower their flag.
Then in that case, I'll say, keep the cannons loaded, but let's pull around and See if they are willing to surrender.
The lowering of the flag is them surrendering.
Yeah,
That's what
them
that
striking
means.
their colors.
Great.
Strike your colors is to just be like, nope, I don't need no more smoke. I'm good.
What's the that like megaphone thing from Sea of Thieves called?
A megaphone.
Yeah, but there's like a term for it.
Tell me what it is, and I'll say you can have one, because it's not like a complex piece of equipment. But you have to tell me what it's called.
It's literally just called a megaphone, like a vintage megaphone, but it's the same word.
Speaking trumpet is the proper term.
Oh.
Good enough. Speaking
That's
trumpet,
fancy.
megaphone. Okay.
I like the speaking.
A bullhorn is an electronic megaphone. That's what that is. There you go.
So I'll pull out my speaking trumpet and
You start
I'll
making
just...
police siren noises. Woo, 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 woo.
No, they're the cops. We just...
There's a cop.
And as we're kind of pulling alongside them, I'll just yell across to the Englishmen. Listen here, ye English shit stains. One wrong move and I'm sending you to the depths.
To Davy Jones' locker.
You hear a lot of screaming and, like, injured people.
Oh shit.
We yield! They don't have a megaphone with them. There's just a guy on the aft deck yelling, "We yield!" So you throw grapple lines, pull them alongside you.
I'll walk up to the edge of the boat and say, "Good morning, gentlemen. Is your captain here?"
Captain's fucking dead. That's why we surrendered.
Acting then?
That would be me, first mate.
Oh, you sound so timid.
He's like 22. he's like I
He's a
just
child.
got promoted to first mate up for this
Yesterday.
expedition. I'm new-ish. I mean, not new. I've been on boats since I was a boy. I was 12. But I guess I have 10 years.
all right.
I think.
Oh, give him a break, Captain.
All right, so
He's
we don't need your
small.
whole backstory, yeah?
Oh, that's good. Because I don't have it.
Tell you what, hand over a few crates of your food and other supplies, and we'll let you be on your merry way back to Nassau.
No, boom.
Do you happen to have a doctor? We have a couple of injured civilians on the ship. They didn't
You're
get a
gonna
chance
invoke
to
my
disembark.
flaw.
Yeah, he is.
They didn't get a chance to disembark before we were ordered to pursue.
Yeah, quick system note. There's a system in this game of boons and flaws. These are basically features. I have a flaw called obligation, and basically when my obligation calls on me to do something that is inconvenient, I get a fortune point, but, I'm inconvenienced. My obligation that I have chosen for my doctor character is that I have a loose Hippocratic oath. So not do no harm. I mean, I just ordered these people to be fired upon. But, I'm supposed to be good to
Mitigate the harm
wounded
afterwards.
and those who have surrendered and such. So I let out a heavy sigh and I say, yes, I actually, believe it or not, I am a doctor, so have your wounded brought up. I will do what I can for them.
Thank you, sir. They bring up the wounded.
Bring out your dead.
2 men and 1 woman with some shrapnel damage.
I will say, while we're doing this, I'll say to some of the other miscellaneous crew, or maybe one of the officers wants to do this, have a few go over across to their boat, and...
You're on their boat.
Right. Make sure stay on the lower decks. Make sure they don't try any funny business while we're parked next to each other with their cannons or anything.
Okay.
Fair.
You kind of have control of this ship. They're fucked. They're not going to try anything. Their captain is dead. Half the Marine complement is dead. The sailors don't even want to fucking be here because this is the British Navy, and most of these people were stolen and kidnapped into service.
All right, John. So you need me to roll to treat these people, yeah?
Yes.
What's happening here?
Yeah, I'll have you do
so
one
I have
roll to treat them, and we'll see how it
one
goes.
roll for everybody.
Yeah. Nothing's like... None of these are life-threatening wounds, but they
Nobody
are
needs a leg
problematic.
amputated.
Right.
They're
So
injuries.
speaking of features, my boons, one of my good features, is Healing Touch, which means I get a bonus die whenever I roll to help someone recover from injury, poison, etc. I say that would apply. And then I have career points in Physician, so and very high savvy. So I've got a bonus die, and I'm adding 5 to this
Okay.
for 13.
Okay, mighty success, which is a thing in this. They're all going to be fine. The woman is already on her feet and heading back below decks. The one man is being stretchered back below decks, but he will recover. And the other is just sort of taking some time on the deck. He had an injury to the head, so he just wants to play. You manage to take... You can fully load up on supplies, or you can split that between supplies and valuable cargo that they have. So you can do either 2 tons of cargo and 2 tons of supplies, or 4 tons of supplies. If you want to go with 4 tons of cargo and take no supplies, that's also an option. But
I'm more inclined to take the supplies because if there's not a lot of friendly ports right now.
yeah, put it to a vote. 5 of you vote. If there is somehow a tie, I will break it.
I vote prioritize supplies. What do you guys vote for?
I would say prioritize supplies as well.
Hey, John, I have a
don't know
question.
what the hell that accent
I might
was.
have an answer.
Are their guns nicer than our guns?
No.
No? Okay.
Supplies.
That's 3 for supplies. Okay.
Well, then I guess I didn't matter.
Okay. Your ship is fully loaded with supplies. You have 2 tons of cargo.
Yeah, I guess we can unhook and let them go back to Nassau.
Push off.
Yeah.
Nassau.
One of the members of the crew walks up to you. Captain, sir. One of their crew. A few of me and the men on this one aren't really big fans of being in the British Navy. Are you accepting hires at the moment?
Are we? Because I notice on our boat sheet that it says our complement is 100% of
You can
100%.
go over that. You can have.
What does that mean for
like
us?
100. You would just use a little bit more supplies.
Okay. Well, we just picked up a bunch of supplies, so.
So then, what's the point of 100% if we can go over the 100%?
Because you use more supplies if you're over the 100%. That's all. The 100% complement is
that
less
makes sense.
about.
It's like 100% of ideal.
Yeah,
complement, not
100%
like
is
what fits.
the ideal number to be operating your ship and making things happen.
As in all things, here on our ship, we vote on these sorts of things. Allow me to confer with my crew. Not something the king lets you do.
What the fuck is
Oh,
voting?
shit.
Oh shit, monarchy dunk.
I vote no.
Yeah, I guess I'll just let the 5 of you vote, unless John wants the crew to abstractly vote. But yeah, do we allow these deserter redcoats to join the crew?
I vote no.
No.
I've heard 2 no's. I'll break a tie if I have to, but
I'll vote yes.
I would say no.
Send them to Davy Jones' locker.
no, we're just sending them back to NASA.
Seamus just doesn't like Englishmen.
Seamus just doesn't like Englishmen, you said.
Yep.
Understandable, historically speaking.
The one is English, but there's an American, 3 Irish.
Oh, there's wait, hold on.
The British
what kind of
literally
Irish?
kidnapped. What do you mean? What kind of Irish?
What kind of Irish? There's Northern Ireland, Southern
I don't.
Ireland.
Oh,
That's
right
not
now,
right now. There's
There's
not.
not.
Not
There's
prevalent.
just British occupied Ireland.
Learn your own history, man.
Damn, we get salty when we drink.
Does that change your vote?
No, I said no, so I'll stick with it.
No, one British person's too many.
One
It spoils
one
the
Englishman
bunch.
too many. I'll say, well, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we're quite full up at the moment. But don't worry, I won't tell the others you tried to leave. And then I'll dip back to our boat.
Bye-bye.
So goodbye.
He's just kind of standing there a little bit. He seems mad, but more like, I'm going to take this out on someone mad.
Did we just create a syndrome situation?
Oh, maybe.
If
this guy
everyone's
gonna-
British, no one's British. Wait.
is this guy gonna come back in like episode 7?
As you are
Avengers?
starting to head back to your ship, you hear a scuffle. You hear one of the Marines that's on the ship go, "What are you doing? What are you...
Oh, they're
Shit.
sending each other to Davy Jones' locker.
And there is a fight breaking out on the deck.
Our deck
Oh.
or their deck?
Their deck.
They
Oh,
found
okay.
out
The,
they
the
were
5
trying to
people that you
leave.
just told no to
Wait,
the one
a
in
fight?
charge just started stabbing a Marine in the stomach.
I want to fight.
Everyone get out. Please, let's go.
Do any of the other redcoats move to stop their men from killing
The
each other?
the two other redcoats on the deck start. One of them levels their gun. Another man from the ship that wasn't part of that group of 5 grabs the gun and points it up as he fires. So there's already been a gunshot.
Can I execute the dude with the knife?
Do you want to go shoot him?
Point the cannon at him.
Yep.
Okay, take a shot.
Is that same as my normal gun?
Yeah,
no.
it'd be 2d6 plus your ranged skill,
Yeah, plus your ranged skill.
and then
maybe your soldier
probably
career?
plus. I forget if it's careers or if it's just your like skill points.
That would probably be might. I would say might
with
is going to be your
chutzpah.
fighting.
Might? Okay,
Well, it
so,
Even
Might
if
and
it's-
ranged plus 2d6.
11?
Oh, you domed
hit.
him. He's dead. The Marines that are standing there are confused. Everyone is confused.
I'll just return to the ship.
You're welcome. We leave.
I'll say to the acting captain as we're hopefully leaving. I'll say, you're captain now. You're going to have to get control of your men. It's a difficult thing, but I wish you luck. And I head back to the ship.
And he pulls out a
take
pistol and points it at the other men that were with him. Marines, bind them now!
Yeah,
As-
something like
I'm
that.
proud
As
of
some
him.
other Marines come up from below deck, a small scuffle continues, but the Marines that are all there get it underway, and some of the other sailors help deal with it. And as you're sailing away, you hear 4 more shots.
Oh, dear.
When I jump back on the ship, I'll just say, and that's what we do with traders.
And what is that?
A lot of your men are a little bit iffy about the way the Master-at-Arms reacted. One of them will come up to you, Captain. The first mate.
I think we need to take Seamus out back and
I understand not letting the men onto the ship, but what was...
What the fuck?
Why did he shoot that guy?
I think it was a bit of a panicked reaction. I'll talk to him about it.
Okay, because like a couple of the men are already worried about that kind of behavior, seeing as how that's how a lot of us got out of that service. That being punished feels wrong to us.
Right. Well, I don't think it was so much over him wanting to leave their ship as it was him attacking his own men.
Well, how do you think a lot of us got out of being press gang sailors?
No, I know. I understand. I was here for many of you joining it, but I will talk to him. I will talk to him.
Okay.
Seamus, you're turning into a pistachio.
I have not murdered anyone with gold yet. Thank you
Seamus,
very
please
much.
go see HR.
That's kind of what this is right now. Is the HR department is like,
Yeah, but there is no HR department, so it's just the boss doing everything.
Yeah,
Seamus,
Alex is
hand
like,
your gun.
I am the HR department.
we're gonna put Seamus on administrative leave.
Seamus just gets a wooden gun, like
we
the
just
other
send him out in
guys.
the lifeboat. You're on leave. Come back in a month.
He's got to sit in a dinghy. You guys pull behind the boat.
Come on, crow's nest duty. Sit up there and think about what you did.
Forever. That's
okay,
fucking
so
hilarious.
you are sailing away. You are free to go
Come sail
wherever.
away.
You are not being
Sail
directly
away.
pursued.
Come sail away with me.
Well, John, you've presented us with no quest.
Up to this point in the game, the history of the world is as it happened. You can make changes. It doesn't have to go the way that it went in the real world.
Are we
You can-
inglorious bastardsing this?
You could.
Yes.
You can. You
Alright,
can.
When do we?
We're gonna kill King
Never seen
George.
Yeah, when do we? When, I thought,
Wow.
Let's
when we
do
kill
it!
Hitler.
Well, he's not
Never
around.
seen
All right, well, Hitler's not around yet. And the only German guy here you kind of don't hate. So,
Yet.
Kind of.
This guy.
Yet.
he's your doctor. He makes sure you have healthy stuff, and you kind of don't like it because you're all not fully understanding it. But you know it helps. You're just mad about it.
I don't like oranges.
So you can decide, like, okay, we're gonna rally and try and retake the Caribbean from these bastards, or
Hell yeah.
we're gonna fucking do one last job and then retire somewhere that they can't find us, or I'm gonna go be a pirate somewhere else.
Are you sending us on Ubisoft fucking marker challenges?
No,
across the
I'm
map?
saying that you guys need to decide.
No, we
how
choose one
you
of these
want
as an
to
end
go.
goal.
You don't have.
We choose
I
one of
would
those
not
as our end
recommend
goal.
doing all of these because it doesn't make sense to do all of them.
Would be much of a show.
Can we go to the four corners of the map and
Yeah, fight the legendary ships.
fight the legendary ships?
No.
The Mano Wars.
I would prefer to stay in the Caribbean. My sources have tracked my target here.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to Germany where they're gonna hang me for being a witch, maybe.
The witch!
Hold on, what was that, Pot? What? You say that out loud?
No. Again, I have a rank 0 in magician. All right.
I know, it's.
I think we should try to track down the other two captains, Vane and Rackham,
Well,
and
there
see where
are-
they've ended up.
okay. So you want to try and find. You know Vane got away. You're pretty sure Rackham is
I
still
know he
trying
got
to hold
away.
down
Rackham
Nassau.
might still be in Nassau, but
What's the year?
1718.
1718. Blackbeard's still alive.
Blackbeard
he
is
is.
still alive.
Let's go find Blackbeard.
You know what? That's actually quite nice.
well, why don't we start with Vane because we at least have a vague heading on the direction he traveled in.
You're so vain.
Yeah, he went
You're probably
directly
song of
east,
the
whereas you
thousand.
guys kind of went northeast. Sorry, west. I did it again.
He had we, W-E, we. It spells we on the compass.
Whee!
So if he went west from the island that Nassau's
Sorry,
on,
I
he went to
remember when the
east.
poles were reversed. I'm very old.
Yeah. That means he went towards the big island of the Bahamas. So maybe we start heading that way.
Okay. So you turn around and sail past the ship you just sort of left, and you see it in the distance. You're not near it, but it looks. You pull out your telescope and take a look. Yep, there are 4 bodies hanging from the mainmast.
Yeesh.
Traders.
Willful traitors all.
All right.
Madam Navigator, please make a maneuver roll for trying to get back there safely and without having issues.
7.
Okay, that does not meet it.
Is that with bot modifiers or
Yes, I got a 3 and a 2 plus 2.
Don't forget, you got your fortune. You can
you have
roll.
fortune points?
Oh yes, can I use my fortune point and re-roll? It's still 7. I rolled
Okay.
another 2.
The weather takes a turn, and you are now going to be caught in a sudden storm.
Oh god.
Okay.
How do you prepare?
Batten down the hatches.
Yes.
You're really assuming that I, Alex, real guy who lives in New Jersey, knows anything about how a boat might prepare for a storm.
We batten down the
We're gonna-
hatches.
We're gonna
Hold
pull this.
B.
We're gonna pull most of the
Hold
sails
B.
so we
You
can't.
hold B
So they won't get
to
ripped.
brace.
We're gonna put most of the supplies and all that below deck so nothing falls off. I am very afraid of the water, so I'm gonna go hide below deck.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
pretty sure
time out.
you have to be on.
Your character, the navigator, is on a ship in the middle of the ocean, and you're afraid of water.
Gerard?
John, pull that history
it wasn't
card
a
for me,
requirement
please.
in the British Navy to be able to swim until after World War II. I think there's still navies where it's not a requirement to know how to fucking swim.
The U.S. Navy, not a requirement.
It's recommended. Wait, it's still not a requirement?
Nope.
What the fuck?
You should maybe put that on. Well, you don't have to be a fucking Olympian or nothing, but you should be able to fucking doggy paddle.
Anyway, I trust Hector enough to get us through the storm. He's weathered many a storm. You shall be fine. I am going to go below so I don't end up overboard.
Okay. So you are going to go below deck.
Yep, and I will reconvene with you when the storm is over, and I will get us
I'll
back on track.
stay topside. To,
Skeleton,
do
skeleton
captain shit.
minimal crew on the top deck, not
Yes.
literal skeletons. None of you stole lion gold.
We're not there yet. That's like episode 7.
I mean, that might be what my pirate
We'll get there.
battalion
We'll
is.
get-
Who
we'll get
knows?
there.
We'll get there when we get there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Make sure
No, it's
everyone
okay.
ties themselves off because
Yeah, everyone
that's what you actually
attach.
do.
Everyone on deck, attach your lifelines.
What's the opposite of hoist? The sails. Batten down.
Doff.
Batten down the hatches.
No.
Or lower.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
lower,
just
yeah.
lower the
Just
sails.
lower.
Lower the sails! Unhoist the sails! Batten
No.
down the hatches!
Desail the masts!
Desail the wind!
Turn off the wind!
Oh yeah, let me get on that.
Well, if you were
Wind
Blackbeard,
power.
you'd be able to turn off the wind, wouldn't you?
And do we have to roll anything to weather the storm, John, or are we?
Yes, we are going to need a maneuver roll, but we'll take that from you, Captain, because you're on deck.
Okay.
So please make a maneuver roll. You have a couple of sails out just so that you can navigate a little bit. You just want minimal sail coverage because the wind is strong.
Now, am I adding any quality to that, or is it just the boat and career?
It is the sails minus the ship's size plus your career.
Okay, well I don't have one, so.
You're not a sailor?
No, I've never been a sailor.
Jesus Christ.
Wild that he's the captain, right? You guys all
I know, what the
approved
fuck?
I'm just a moral compass.
Well, we have the captain who's never been a sailor, and the sailor who doesn't know how to swim and is afraid of water.
that. And then we also have this compass that doesn't point north.
I'm a spy. I am not a sailor. I just kind of know my way around a boat.
Again, not a requirement to know how to sail a boat to be able to swim. What is your roll?
What? Other way around.
Well, I rolled a 7.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
That is a failure.
I'll throw a fortune point on that.
Okay.
Okay, I've now rolled an 11.
Okay. You managed to deftly keep the ship in open water and not hit a reef that was getting a little close for your comfort as the storm starts to pass. and break.
Good job,
I can
Hector.
definitely tell that. Any other encounters along the sailing, or?
No, I'm going to say that you managed to make it to the big island of the Bahamas, and as you are sailing it, you managed to spot 3 ships that look kind of familiar to you.
Would we know Vane well enough that he would recognize our colors from afar, or should we wave a white flag?
He would recognize
Okay.
your flag, just as you recognize his ship, the Ranger, and the other 2.
Great. Then yeah, let's approach. Fly casual.
Yep, you do that, and then you drop anchor, and it appears they have a camp set up ashore.
And we parlay.
I suppose.
Yeah,
So-
I guess the officers and I will disembark and go make contact.
All right.
Walk up to the camp.
Ah, Captain Wolf! Good to see you made it out! This is just one
Who's
of the
talking?
random sailors
Okay.
that recognizes you.
Yes, indeed. Good to see you've all made it as well.
Not everybody,
It-
just most of us.
Right. Well,
Rest their souls. But
anyone pursue you, or did you have an easy journey here?
we were pursued, briefly. They turned around and we all blasted them.
Right.
3
we had
full
something similar.
broadsides
Yes.
will tell you to fuck off.
Ah, well, very good.
Fuck the
Is your captain around?
Yeah, he's a little further upshore. He's in one of the tents. But and he gets a little closer to you. Just be a little he's a bit he's been a bit on the rum lately.
Perhaps we'll let him cool off. Perhaps maybe we'll wait for morning. But
Whatever.
of course, if he comes out, we'll be here if he wants to talk. But
I'm sure he'll want to talk. But he's a bit fucking pissed at Rackham for sticking it out in the fort.
yeah.
We didn't exactly present a united front to those fucks.
No, we didn't really have much time to figure things out.
Well, back to watch for me. And he
Nice to see you.
goes back to patrolling. You see he had a rifle with him. He's just kind of keeping an eye out.
Then I guess I'll give the order that we're good to hang. People can disembark if they want. But keep a skeleton crew on, somebody watching the horizon.
Yeah. You'll work in shifts. It'll be fine.
Are we on a random beach in the Bahamas right now?
There is a small harbor that you are in. A little inlet area.
I was gonna say play it cool. Maybe he'll sleep off the rum and we can talk to him in the morning when he's a little more sober. But does he just come up and approach us at any point before then?
Close to midnight, a sailor comes up to you, all 5 of you. Vane heard you're in the camp. He wants to see you.
Oh, all right. I was hoping to wait till morning, but sure.
How drunk is he?
Less than yesterday.
And then we walk.
It only takes a couple minutes to get to their tent, and you pull open the flap and go in. are all of you going in, or just the captain and...
Are they invited? Because if they are, I'd like to have them with me, just so I don't have to do all the talking.
You wanted to be the captain.
Yeah, but you know,
So,
You're the face of the crew.
it's not the Alex show.
alright, so his first mate is on the outside. It's like, so,
What's the first mate's name?
No, his first mate.
oh, his first
thought-
mate. Yeah, his first mate. That
Ah.
was-
It's not
unfortunate.
Quimbles.
Damn it.
So, what brings you here?
Well, we were at a bit of a loss for where to go after the attack, and figured safety in numbers, you know? Thought we'd seek you out since we could have an idea of which direction you were heading, and it seems we were right.
Or do you
Alright.
just mean Vane's tent? Because if so, he wanted to see us.
I meant the first thing.
This is why you are in charge of the guns and only the guns, my friend.
So what happened to the ship that was pursuing you? We saw a corvette chasing you down.
We turned and fired on them eventually after a few days' chase. Apparently took out the captain with a cannonball and took some of their supplies before letting them go.
We gave him a good shellacking.
And from within the tent, why'd you let them go? As the flap opens up and Vane comes out.
Oh, he's very angry.
I understand, my friend, but as the captain of my crew, it is my duty not to over-endanger them.
Heh. Duty.
How bad did it look?
Oh, quite bad. I don't even know if they'll make it back to Nassau, to be perfectly honest with you.
We did hit one hell of a storm.
We did.
Yes, and that storm that rolled through may give them additional trouble.
They'd be lucky if they're still above water.
Hopefully they're fucking not.
How's my Irish accent sounding now?
Yeah, you're getting there.
Not
Yeah.
quite
Yeah, better.
Irish enough, lad.
You know, sometimes less is more.
Oh, potatoes.
No,
Too much? No, not like that.
that's
No.
too much.
Fucking shit, Rackham staying behind.
John, are you, like, fidgeting there? What are you doing?
I was, Vane is just, he's like tapping on a table and just kind of
Yes, well, it's very loud when you do that.
having a bad time.
Um,
If he left with us, we might have actually had a shot at trapping them in the port and then taking them all.
yes, if we had a little more time, I think we could have coordinated better.
You see him grab a bottle and take 2 very large gulps.
You're not worried about running out?
No. There's plenty of shipping to keep raiding.
You're not wrong there.
Indeed. So, I was hoping that you, me, and the men we have at our disposal could maybe sail around a bit and perhaps rally a force to retake Nassau. We would... Obviously, Rackham's men are out of the question, but there are other crews abound we could call upon.
And from the darkness, maybe 20 feet away, I would say Rackham's men aren't quite as out of the question as you think. And you hear Jack Rackham walk up. It's like, my ship was parked
You
on the
son
other...
of a bitch.
My ship was parked on the other side of the island. I had to go through the interior.
Tales of his demise were greatly exaggerated.
Why didn't you fucking say that? Oh, well, you see... fuck you. I'm going to bed. You two can discuss plans. And so that I don't have to be 2/3 of this conversation.
Yeah, no.
Vane is like going, he takes the bottle with him, goes back into the tent. Talk somewhere else. Don't talk outside my tent. Go somewhere else.
We should talk outside his tent. Piss
Don't
him
you
off.
fucking talk outside my tent.
we
Go
should
away.
talk inside
My
his
head
tent.
hurts.
Boys, let's go. Down the beach, onto the fireplace. Let's go.
Fire pit.
Pit. I
It's
know.
like- there's just
Yes, there's no
Oh.
there's a
fireplace.
full stone fireplace in the middle of the beach.
Hey, we don't
With a
know what the
chimney.
locals have been up to.
There are no locals.
I've got the marshmallows. Who has the
There,
crab
That
there
crackers?
you
used to be
know
locals until someone
Well,
showed
yeah.
up.
History is fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, we moved to the beach with Captain Rackham.
Yes, I managed to sneak away with my one ship that I had left. Vane destroyed the other in his flight. So, yeah. That was his 4th ship that was with him that sunk on its way out of the harbor.
Was that your ship that got blown up?
No, not the fire ship. The one that got sunk as they were fleeing.
One of them just got done in by cannons, yeah.
Yeah, they just got shot. But, That wasn't my nicest ship, so that's a benefit. That was my cargo
Tell me,
ship.
how was Nassau looking when you left? When did you leave exactly?
I left the town about the same time Vane did. I felt like that was a good distraction. And then I got to the other side of the island, I don't know, 6 a.m. and we set off.
So yes, anyway, you heard my vague proposal.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Fuck him. Rogers, whatever his fucking name is.
Fuck the king.
I didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for you.
None of us can vote for him.
Some watery tart distributing swords. There's no basis for a system of government.
We're well removed from
What?
that lineage.
It's Monty Python.
Oh.
And
you
the
not
Holy
seen-
Because
Grail.
some moistened bint lobbed a scimitar at you.
Wait, have you never seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Do we have to have a watch party?
Not all of
Plus-
it. I've seen the
Oh, it's
majority
a
of
classic.
it.
All
I
right, we're
have it
having
on
a watch
DVD.
party.
I'll say to the captain, well, we need to look around for other captains, yes?
I've already put out some feelers for other captains. Flint's gone, but his old crew
Is Steel here?
What?
Say again,
Is
Brian?
Steel here? Flint is gone. Is Steel here?
Nah.
Silver is about, but someone's never read Treasure Island. Okay.
It's been a
Nope.
long time.
I'm more of a Treasure Planet fan.
Same
But
thing. Pretty much the same thing.
Mm.
Almost verbatim.
Underrated.
All right, I have an idea for what the whole rest of the campaign can be about. I will say to Captain Rackham, you know, the handful of scattered crews would be good to gather, but we need the big one. If you catch my drift.
Oh, a white whale?
I think I catch your drift, but I'm not really interested in swimming.
I know
it.
he's not fond of teamwork, the old man, but
Is this Blackbeard?
Oh, you said his name.
No, it's beard black.
Oh, I wasn't saying that in character.
who's going
Yeah,
up to the
that's-
Carolinas?
Yeah,
that's who I'm alluding to.
who wants to go fuck with South Carolina?
Whoa!
Is that where he was sailing?
That's
I
where
don't know.
that's where he lives. He
Okay.
lives in South Carolina.
I mean,
Also,
We can go get him.
for reference, by the time we would actually get there, he'd be dead.
In the real timeline.
Yeah, in reality, but you know what this is? Not that.
Fiction. Yeah.
I also feel like we need a big score if we're gonna take the fight to the crown directly.
I mean, we're not exactly going to be taking the fight to the crown. We're just going to be fighting the crown over here on the edge.
Yeah, it's not really the whole, you know.
We're not committing
British
to a
Navy, it's
land
like-
invasion of Britain.
Yeah,
Be
we're not killing the
madness.
king. As much as that,
Well,
that
as
sounds
much
fun.
as that would, as fun as that would be, I don't have a death wish.
You're not thinking big enough.
I'm thinking as big as we can afford when we have 5 ships and 300 people, most of which don't even have names because of the plot saying that they don't. They're just background characters.
All right.
His eyes roll back into his head while he says that. Oh, sorry, I lost it for a second there.
Yeah, so that's what I propose. Basically, half the campaign be is just, or most of it, I don't know. Just be, why don't we find Blackbeard, bring him out of retirement, get his magic boat.
And then he kills us.
Well, hopefully not.
Where's Davy Jones? We should get him instead.
Davy Jones shows up in the sequel, Jordan.
We're going Pirates of the Caribbean Blackbeard, where he's actually
I'm just
got a magic
assuming.
boat.
I'm not in charge here.
Here's the thing. There were the myths about Blackbeard being a little bit into some...
Voodoo.
Yes.
Hoodoo?
You do.
You are a witch.
The babe with the power?
You're
Thought
a
it was
wizard,
Harry.
Harry. You're
the
a wizard,
wall.
The babe,
Blackbeard.
yes, the babe with the power.
You're a wizard, Blackbeard. Yeah, so I'll propose to Rackham, like, how about you and Vane keep looking around for who you can here. My small crew and I, we have our ship that's good in the shallows. We can go up the coast, see if we can get the old man out of retirement, or take his really nice boat.
He has more than one boat. He has his flagship Queen Anne's Revenge.
Right, that one.
His original ship, Revenge, and a half dozen other crews that serve him in various capacities.
And his third ship, the Revenge of the Sith.
And his third ship, the Revenge of Queen Anne. He decided to just flip it that time.
Wait, is that real or are you kidding?
I'm kidding about that. That's not real. He had
Okay.
2 ships. He had Revenge and Queen Anne's Revenge. And his third ship, fuck King George specifically.
It was kind of a
Off
mouthful.
the tongue very well. But yeah. So that's my proposal. Does anyone have any better ideas?
I love it.
A drunk man
Let's
from
find
just behind
Blackbeard.
Rackham. We could attack Havana and take all of its money. Shut
You know,
up.
you can call me
Oh,
crazy,
nah.
Captain,
What?
but that man is crazier.
That man is very drunk. Bob, go to bed. Shut up.
Bob.
I got a cabin. And he falls down behind the chair. Just
Good
face
night,
first.
Mr. Smee.
In the sand.
Is that Jack
Boom,
Sparrow?
Bob. Da-da-da, Bob.
Bob's just like, let's go attack the Spanish gold fleet. No big deal.
Although, stealing some Spanish gold to fund our endeavor and build a treasury may not be the worst idea.
No, that is fair. But just maybe not from Havana, maybe just from a
Yeah,
few
no,
boats here
attacking
and
the
there.
capital would be a terrible idea.
But we can all collectively, you, me, Rackham, we can all, do that along the way, while we look for other
Yes, we'll
pirates to
work
support.
on securing more ships. What happened to the ship that pursued you? That may have been a good thing to start building more crew.
Yes, well, they caught up to us, so we had to fire back at them, and we put a really big hole in them.
Oh. But did any of the survivors want to join? That's kind of our general recruitment method. Is from the crews of the ships we take.
Yeah, they weren't very amenable to it.
Is anyone gonna fucking say anything? Somebody else fucking talk!
You could almost say they were dead set against it.
We were too stunned to speak.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They probably... how bad was the ship?
Not beyond repair, although with the storm rolling in right after our fight,
oh,
I
right,
don't know.
That storm. I sailed around that. I missed it. But like, if their ship was damaged and then they got caught in that and a bunch of people were dead and injured,
They're probably feeding the fishes.
you're right. They're probably dead.
Or at least
dead.
Jones Locker.
It's where he keeps
Consider
his
them,
gym
we could have
socks.
saved 5 souls, but no. No more 5 souls. Do we need.
100 souls.
Could you live with yourself?
Yeah.
So Captain, do we have our plan?
I suppose.
Have our heading.
Here we go.
Do you need all of your men? Because I'm a bit short on crew. Some of mine opted to take the pardon, like the cowards that they are.
Hmm.
Do any of your men perhaps want to stay in the Caribbean and participate in some
Be pirates
violence?
in the Caribbean.
I can offer them the option. I won't order any of them to.
Well, of course not. It's entirely a choice-based thing. So
I can pass along that you're short-handed.
Okay. And the following morning, you put it to a vote, and your crew's about 40 people. So we work out. I can't do math.
If you want to take us to 90% complement, then 4 of them would leave.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. I was like, do I only do it like 4 or 5 leave? How would the math work?
Alright, and then we kill the ones that left. For being traitors.
No. I killed the guy
No.
because he was stabbing other people on his ship.
This is
There's
a
a difference.
metaphorical stabbing.
Okay,
By not killing
Colin?
with us.
Let's just
I'm gonna
give
be
him
honest
some
with you.
gold.
You made a real weird decision by shooting the guy who was stabbing a redcoat.
I mean, you made it sound like he was just stark raving mad, to be fair. I didn't really...
No, they were starting a mutiny. That's what that was.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Why? What
We're
else?
small,
They asked
'cause we're
to
tiny
join
brain.
you. You said no, and they went, all right.
Fuck it.
Guess we got to do it here.
Because our brains are small, and we are not good at figuring these things out.
You
Oh, so
actively,
Colin killed
you
one of the 5
actively
that
helped
asked
in
to-
suppressing a pirate revolt on that boat.
shit.
Oh,
Alright.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I didn't get that.
Well,
Okay.
what's done is done.
So did we do good?
You
No.
did. You helped the crown.
I,
Shit.
you know,
No!
No!
I don't know if that's entirely true.
Let's rewind. Hold on.
No.
That's
we're well
way
past
too
it.
far to rewind.
I gave you guys
That's
several
a little too
opportunities to like think
Reload
about it, and you went.
reload the
"No,
checkpoint."
No, thanks.
all right, fine, John. I'll be even more bloodthirsty, and I'll just sink every British ship from now on.
No, now we need more people because 4 of our people have left to go join Rackham's crew.
Fine, but no Englishmen.
Yeah, I totally didn't
See?
account for them trying to get more
I
It's
said
people.
we
mostly
should have let them
Englishmen out here.
join.
It's weird that in this British colony, it's mostly British people, huh?
What?
Gross. Can't believe it.
Anyway, yeah, in the morning, a couple of guys vote to leave. What else were you gonna say?
Do you want to do anything to try and hide, like, obscure your ship's origin? Like, I know you're not going to be flying your pirate, your black flag, the whole time
Right.
you're traveling. But do you want to, like, maybe try and throw a quick coat of paint to
If we can, yeah. Do we have? I was gonna say, have we like captured a British flag at any point that we could just throw
Yeah,
up?
you absolutely have extra flags. That's a common practice, is to have
Yeah,
like, flags
then,
from
yeah,
every
definitely.
country.
Let's.
If we're gonna be sailing up the colonies, I would say fly a Spanish flag while we sail up Florida, and then fly a British one once we get to Georgia.
Let's paint the ship paint blue so we camouflage.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
I guess painting the ship would just be like painting the trim a different color.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you're painting certain parts of it so that it just doesn't look exactly like the description of your ship. Okay, so you take,
we'll spend
day,
a day or
the
3
whole
here. Yeah, whatever.
a day or two, the whole crew working. It gets done pretty fast. It's not like ridiculous to just paint the above water sections of it. Your below water stuff was just redone a week ago, not even. So you're pretty ready to fucking go.
We're in the wilds of the Bahamas, right?
Yeah, we're on the east coast of Big Bahama. I don't know what the island's called.
Big Bahama. Okay.
Bahama Major.
It's all a conspiracy from Big Bahama.
It's a
Thanks,
conspiracy from Big
Bahama.
Island to sell more island.
Are there wild
Thanks,
pigs that
Bahama.
aren't like disease ridden during this time?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I go hunting during some of the days? Try and bring back some fresh pig.
I'm looking at the big map of I'm looking at this on Google Maps just because it was faster than like pulling up a historical map. And there is an area on the big island of the Bahamas called the Wild Hog Zone.
Oh.
Where?
It's within nature. It's at sort of near the north end.
I'm apparently not zoomed in.
There it is,
Oh,
the
found
Wild
it.
Hog Zone.
Yeah, and I assume we're just east of that. So
Yeah, you're probably in like one of the many like inlets and bays, so that you can
yeah,
hide.
it's a very jagged coastline.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places to hide. And yeah, I don't know, John, is that a good place to call it? We have our mission for next time. and
You
such?
will set out for the mystical land of South Carolina next time.
Great. Well, Florida first.
Oh.
But
Yes, you'll probably stop in Florida to maybe sell some of your goods. Actually, maybe
Yeah.
St. Augustine,
yeah, St. Augustine would be
because
around.
that city's already a century old by this point. More.
Yeah. Is Fort Lauderdale like a literal fort? in this
Maybe
time
it was
period?
at one point. That might be why it's
'Cause that-
called Fort
That's
Lauderdale.
pretty far south.
I doubt the international airport was there at the time.
No.
Let's go to the Canary Islands.
Isn't that really far away? Am I crazy?
Yes, it is. It's like just west of Morocco off the coast.
Oh, that's really far away. Okay.
Yes, it is. It's off the coast of Africa.
I mean, at that point, you may as well go to like.
All right. Well,
Madeira,
anyway,
right? Like-
are we good? Are we... John, do
I
you need
think
us to
so.
roll anything else for this downtime?
No,
or are
I
we
don't
good
need you to roll anything for this downtime.
to Bon Voyage.
And that's what we're going to call the session.
If that's the case, join us next time as we begin the hunt for Blackbeard. That's a good episode title.
This episode
yeah.
can
So
be
thanks
called
again.
Oops, All Crimes.
Oops, all crimes. Thanks for watching. Thanks
Oops,
for
all
listening.
bad decisions.
As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your favorite pirate joke in the comments. I don't know.
Tell us your favorite
and-
pirate in the comments.
Yes.
or that. become a YouTube member, all that good stuff. Watch our other shows, and hit all the buttons that make the numbers go up, that make YouTubers happy. You guys know how this works. You've been on the internet. And we'll be back, as always, in 2 weeks with more pirate shit.
Bye-bye!
And enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Or night.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.